Hey, Sneaker World. It's Austin Wilson coming at you with my co-host Parker.
What's up, everybody?
We're here to start a sneaker and all around just sneaker and sports podcast.
A little bit of entertainment, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we kind of just see ourselves talking about shoes. We love shoes, and
We do.
just kind of seeing where that goes.
We really do. My wife hates shoes,
Yeah,
but I love shoes.
she probably also hates how much we spend on shoes.
She definitely hates how much we spend on shoes. She's always telling me, "Why? Do you really need those? Do you really need those?" And the answer is,
Yep.
yep, 100% need them. Absolutely.
A little bit of background. I met my co-host over here, Parker, through a friend, but we also worked at Nike together.
That's right.
That's kind of how the whole friendship started.
Old Nike retail life.
And this guy taught me everything I need to know about shoes and more. And then I had a little addiction to shoes, but nothing like crazy.
Yeah, I got a problem.
Yeah, now we both do.
I need to knock that shit off.
What shoes you wearing today?
So right now, what are these called? These are the Epic React Phantoms.
Yep.
I believe, because they don't have laces. They're not bad. I have big ass feet, and so it rolls within the shoe. And if I step too hard, you'll see my toes getting on the outside of the shoe. It's a little frustrating.
Yeah, it's the upper though.
But these are the slap around the house shoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are what I wear when I take out the dogs when it's not 40 degrees outside. Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So what have you been up to lately?
Trying to keep away from the corona.
Dude, no one can keep away from the corona. It's gonna get us all.
I have a question for you. Nothing to do with shoes before we start, but do you think corona's taking a hit from this?
They talked about it a little bit. They said that sales were down, but I mean, I just think that's because it's winter and no one's drinking Corona anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
I
don't need to find my beach.
It has nothing to do with actual coronavirus.
Just a weird little side
just
note.
good timing, I guess is all it is.
Exciting times for us. Speaking of us working at Nike, I don't know if you remember, but 3 years ago today, we were in our first
training
camp.
class.
Yep.
Yeah,
right now.
rookie camp is what
Literally
they call
right
it.
now.
We were in this really cool building. It was like a nondescript building in downtown Portland, and you walk up to the outside of it, and we were like, "Are we here?" There's no signs. There's no signage. And when we walk in, I'm not gonna tell everyone exactly where it's at, but when we walk in, the interior is built like a store, so they use it to stage and model stores.
And if you remember when we were there, they had it modeled after the Soho store.
Yeah, the Soho store which
just
hadn't opened yet.
Yep.
Yeah, they so they had the basketball court and stuff like that. So we got to see all that stuff a year before it opened officially. But
yeah, well, I don't remember the exact, but I remember they were working on opening it. I don't remember if they had it.
It was definitely being built. Well, it's in an existing building, but it was definitely being renovated. They'd already owned the space. Yeah. I just think that they hadn't decided the platform yet, but yeah, that was a pretty cool time. That rookie camp. Oof.
Well, with that rookie camp, that was when I was actually introduced for the first time, and I'll never forget it. Air Max Day.
Air Max Day. That's because the Vapor Maxes were launching, and it was all anyone could do.
All about the Vapor Max. It was
all about the Vapor Max.
We actually got to try on and see the Vapor Max before they launched.
Yeah, about 3 months before they launched, 2 months before they launced, something like that. Because they launched in April, right?
No, they launched on Air Max Day. So
there was only a week and a half before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's boring. I thought it was longer than that.
Well, we still got them though.
Hey, team early.
I wore a basic pair of I think Air Max Zeros that day.
Yeah.
Super.
Air Max Zeros are comfy as fuck.
Oh, they're super comfy.
They're buttery.
But my favorite pair I think has to be my Vapor Maxes, just because of when I got into Air Maxes and everything. It was when that came out, and then I remember I'll never forget the first pair of Vapor Maxes I bought. Just the stupid asphalt colorway, but I wore those into the ground.
I've got a ton of Vapor Maxes, but I really don't wear them as often as I should. I don't know. My favorite Air Max that I own are my Dornbecker, my Oregon Duck Dornbecker ones. Those are pretty clean.
If I were to pick a favorite, well, there's a lot of cool Air Maxes launching for Air Max Day. I mean, they always have
there's a
cool
bunch
colorways.
of them.
I'm sure they got some 90s coming out.
Yeah, I think they're doing 3 women's 90s that are gold, silver, and I don't know if it's bronze or if it's a rose gold, but yeah, they're doing 3 but they're metallic, which I'm not.
Yeah, and they're doing some of those special launches.
Yeah, and then this week they're doing the Air Max 90s for Undefeated.
Yep.
They got those collabs coming out, which are that black pair is calling my name. If my plug can make it come through on those ones, that'd be great.
I mean, we all want those ones.
You're damn right.
But no, Air Max is kind of it's definitely one of Nike's 3 staples.
Yeah.
And especially obviously the running category. The one thing that I feel like, I mean, Nike Air is throughout
It's everything.
everything.
You find it everywhere. Yeah.
One thing I find very interesting about Nike Air is it's often consumed as people only really know it from their sportswear shoes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the Vapor Maxes are viewed as sportswear for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I think Air Max is even I like Air Max more in their running shoes because you can truly feel that air.
Yeah.
Whereas in the 90 retros,
you don't feel that.
You don't feel that air.
I mean, but also, is that real, or are we desensitized to it because we have such better versions of technology out there that when we put on a pair of AM90s that we're just like, oh, these are clunky and these are heavy and these aren't great.
Well, if there's not that much technology in a shoe, are we really going to feel it?
I mean, you're not wrong, though. You're not wrong, though. I'm just saying, like, I don't see anybody running in 90s or no one, and especially I think they transitioned heavily in the mid 90s. Like, I don't care what you say, the Air Max 97 is not a fucking running shoe. No one was running in that shoe.
I'm concerned for who thinks it is a running shoe.
The people who were running in Air Maxes stopped running in them in the early 90s. And then it kind of progressed from there.
Until Nike really put its foot through the door with trying to make an Air Max running shoe.
Right, yeah. And then the Vapor Maxes are obviously, I know plenty of people that run in Vapor Maxes that like them. Mm-hmm. I won't run in them. I personally prefer a much more. Oh yeah, I have too big of a foot, and those damn little the way they're on there. That actually reminds me. Have you seen the 20s? The Vapor Max 20s that are coming out?
Yeah.
They have it's like serpentine pattern parts now, as opposed to like sections. It's kind of weird. I think I'm gonna trust that even less than running in these ones now.
I have to put it on my feet. And I'll probably buy them to see what they are like because I do like the Vapor Max that much. It's more of is the functionality going to be this? Is it going to be better? Is it going to be the same? And I've run in my Vapor Max. It's not like for running, but I've
gone like 20 miles or something like that.
I've definitely like run like a quarter mile, like
done a little bit
just to see what it was like. And I'm a burst athlete. You know, I played baseball, so it's very like here, there. Basketball, it's like sprinting, and I don't like the amount of give the Vapor Max has when I run.
But too soft. It's way too soft. You feel like you're sinking into it half the time.
Exactly, which is why I like it as a recovery shoe.
Yeah.
I'll wear it after basketball games. I'll wear it after I work out.
Yeah.
Just walking around because it's so comfortable on my foot. Yeah. But when they released this, and I remember you and I talking about this. Do you remember that commercial of Odell Beckham Jr. Power? What is that called? Power cleaning in the Vapor Maxes.
I do not remember that.
Yeah,
no.
They released that because they were.
He was doing that in a video.
Yes, he was.
But why?
Exactly. No one I didn't understand.
Vapor.
And so it was one of those things where it's like clearly not meant for that.
Right. This is an extreme scenario where this athlete.
And it was the first one too. I thought was super weird, but
that's why.
Regardless, it was one of those things. I was like, don't really think we should be showing this. And also, Vapor Max, I thought was going to be a staple of Nike. Like
I think they are.
I don't think it's reached that pedigree yet because
they're only like
hype
3 years
is
old.
Gone. When Vapor Max is released anymore, like even when I think the last hype Vapor Max that came out was the Off-White.
Well, yeah.
And that's obviously like it was pushed as that.
And they restocked it this year, or they did a second version of it this year or something.
The first one was black, and the second one was
white,
or something like that.
I think, or maybe they restocked the black again. I'm not sure, but there was a second launch.
But I didn't actually like that shoe because once again, I don't see the Vapor Max as a sportswear shoe heavily, and so I thought
you see it as a running shoe.
I see it as like a casual walking shoe. That has some
Wait, isn't that what sportswear is? Like that's what the Nike sportswear products are.
I see sportswear as fashion.
Well, that's just it. It's sport inspired wear. It's not something you wear for sport.
But like
it's sport inspired.
But like I guess I'm more comparing it against like a Presto or like a
Well, see, those are shoes that once had function in sport and then have since been supplanted. That's why the Air Max 90 is a sportswear shoe.
The Vapor Max, the reason why I'm kind of holding ground on that is because I think the Vapor Max still has function. It's new. And I thought they were going to do more with that line inside of running, and they've really changed only the uppers.
I'll say this. I think the Vapor Maxes are Nike's version of the Ultra Boost. It's a shoe that people like, and they really like, and they just kind of it kind of lost its way now.
But
not
it's
that
still
it's bad.
huge.
It's still huge, and
And
people love it. But every so often they got to revamp. It's like the new VaporMax 20. It doesn't look that much different, but it's a little different. The Ultra Boost 20 or 19, I think, was when they put the first big set of changes. It didn't look that much different, but they tweaked it up a little bit and they did some things. But they dump colorways out. They just flood colorways out.
And the reason why I think I'm on the train or track or whatever you want, the train track that I'm on.
The train track.
The
train or track.
Because when the VaporMax first launched, and the company store, the place where Nike employees should be able to go and get the brand new technology.
That's where we worked, by the way. Was at the employee store.
We didn't get VaporMaxes until after you and I both left.
Yeah.
Which was almost a year later.
Well, Nike made business decisions. They kept coming into our warehouse, and then they would get reclaimed by a store.
Yep.
Because, the logic there is Nike can sell a pallet of VaporMaxes at half price at this store or at full price downtown, and they were selling out. So why not just sell them for full price?
And so
we couldn't get our hands on them.
A shoe that had that hype couldn't get the employee store couldn't even get their hands on it.
Yeah, we couldn't get them.
Now it's like you see them everywhere and no one cares.
It's crazy though, because even at the employee store now, when you go there, you see them now, but you still don't see those colors. All blacks, whites, your grays, those ones are gone.
Yeah.
Those you'll never find those there, and if they do come in, they don't last. But you will find the reds, the blues. Before it was everything would sell out, but now it's like, just little things that sell out. But
speaking of sellouts, pretty big resurgence of Dunks selling out all of a sudden. Where'd those come from?
Dude, they're doing this whole orange label thing where they're going through like skate shops. It's the way like a company might go through a boutique to sell things. They're going through just skate shops. They're not actually putting them up online. Like the Safaris just came out yesterday. They weren't on Nike's website. They weren't on sneakers. You could only get them through a skate shop. That's how you got them. So
which is really cool.
Yeah, but now skate shops are being flooded by a whole bunch of people who don't skate. Just a whole bunch of people who want Travis Scotts or who want these things.
Money though.
Oh, I mean, it's killing it. Nike's got it. They don't need this. The skate shop didn't really need it that much, but it isn't hurting though.
Yeah. And obviously the Dunks never went away. There has been a Dunk fan base out there for a long time. We're just seeing it again with a famous rapper or NBA player or just someone of fame.
Yeah.
Kind
of clout.
Yeah, of clout, as my generation might say, not yours.
We called it clout too.
No, you called it
for reference. I'm about a decade older than AJ.
It's true.
So,
it's true. I hold it to him sometimes, but he'll hold it against me sometimes because I
damn
don't
right.
know
I'll call
crap.
him youngin. Sometimes he'll call me senior. That's how we play.
It's how we roll. But but Travis Scott comes out with these Dunks.
Yeah.
And then obviously Off-White released a couple Dunks.
Yeah.
Ugly. The ugliest Off-White that has come out. I will put my foot down on that, and that even includes those weird
ooh, that's a hot take.
What's
right there.
that?
The spiky ones.
The spiky ones.
I don't even know what the fuck those are called because
But
I paid them
those
so
were
little
at least
attention.
Okay, because they didn't have a bungee cord wrapped around the top of the shoe.
It was weird.
Well, I don't know what that was. But those came out. It's a Dunk.
Yeah,
sold out.
The green ones aren't too terrible looking, but they
like green though.
I mean, I'm a big fan of green. Half my shoes are fucking green.
Exactly. So, what I'm saying though is the Dunks have made a resurgence. Now,
what do you back?
Now, I got some for the listeners, and I like Dunks.
Yeah.
I don't own any though.
Fair.
It doesn't fit
I don't own any Dunks anymore. I used to have a whole bunch. I got rid of them.
That's but you know more about Dunks. You've owned Dunks. I've actually never even owned Dunks, but it's too clunky of a shoe for me. I'm a more petite dude.
The SB Dunks or the regular Dunks, the Dunk Pro, are better because they don't have that fat tongue.
Yeah, but the fat tongue is what gets me. So, a couple questions though. So, overall as a shoe, now don't get too deep into it because I'm going to ask you more about this shoe.
Okay.
Tell me about it. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it?
It's another sportswear shoe, sport inspired shoe.
So we're not skating.
That was at one point a sports. Well,
okay.
That's the difference between the SB and the regular version. But at one point, it was a basketball shoe that was then transitioned into. It was a offshoot of the Air Force One. That it was supposed to be put into basketball, but then it really immediately kind of gravitated towards skateboarders because the way it constructed its outsole, it was really durable. So it's pretty much been a skateboarding shoe for as long as it's been around. pretty much. Some people might argue with me on that, but
Mm-hmm.
what I like about the shoe is the durability. It's got that crazy construction where it's stitched all the way around the bottom. It could actually just be glued. And they just have the stitch in there to look like that it's fucking stitched up. It could be glued, but as far as I know, man, it's actually stitched, and they seem to be durable.
Mm-hmm.
And then two was that they were low cost. They're like $90.
Yeah.
And back in the day, I think I remember paying like $80 for a pair. So they've gone up now $10. Good God. The Travis Scotts were $150, I think. So that's probably one of the more expensive like retail price dunks that
it's
I've ever
a
released.
cheap hype shoe though.
It's an easy way for them to make a ton of money so fast. You're gonna sell it to everything.
Yep.
But yeah, that's why I like the shoe. Good price.
So with the shoe itself, you kind of mentioned a little bit about durability.
Oh yeah, strong.
Has Nike done anything to revamp this shoe? Because Nike's always innovating, you know what I mean? And so what have they done to maybe make this shoe? Because you're talking about the Nike Pro version, so it's still part of the SB brand instead of the sportswear line.
Well, so the Dunk Pro
what's the
is
difference?
sportswear. The the Dunk SB is SB line.
I messed that up. So
it's just backwards.
the Dunk SB,
yeah.
what have they done to make it a better shoe?
Well, they put that fatter tongue on it, and every once in a while they'll drop zoom in it. It's rare, but they will do it. But other than that, it doesn't seem that much. They reinforce materials. They use more like nubuck and canvas as opposed to like leather and stuff like that. But really, it's not that big a difference. And I don't know if they charge much more. Like I guess it might be like 85 versus 90 or something like that. But it's not that much of a difference. Really, the big noticeable difference though is the fat fucking tongue. It's ugly.
So are you? I mean, we don't really have room to speak on this, but my last question was, are you buying a pair?
There
are
some that I would like to get. I don't know. The thing is, every time like I said, I used to have a bunch of them, but every time I see them, I'm just like, there's something else I want more.
I was gonna say, there's just always seems to be another shoe that I'd rather put even more. It's an affordable shoe. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
But why do I want to go spend maybe $170 on those Carolina to Chicago ones?
Right.
That weren't even like, they were a hyped up shoe, but it's not like, it's not the bread toes. Or,
it's not. I mean, anything that features red and a Carolina color is going to go.
Exactly.
It's gonna go.
But I just seem to gravitate more towards even that type of a shoe than a dunk. But the dunks, I like the look of them.
They look good.
They look like a very
it's a good summer
nice
shoe with the way they look.
Yeah, and I've honestly never heard anything bad about them.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who doesn't really like or doesn't like them.
The only reason why I don't like them is because I just don't think they look good on me.
That's fair.
And I'm not gonna put money into a shoe that
there's a lot of shoes that I don't buy because I don't think they look good on me. Like
that doesn't mean
I put them on my feet and I'm like, I look stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with my size 13 clown feet. Like half the shoes I could buy. Like these shoes right here are even making my feet look real long.
Can we talk about a dumb shoe?
What's a dumb shoe?
That new Zoom X.
It's dumb for us. It's dumb for us. I can see like there being some function that Nike's gonna say that I don't know, man. There's something that they're gonna say works for them or works for their athletes, and that's why they say it. It is not.
This shoe looks fucking awful.
Not it. It is a terrible looking shoe.
And also, why do we live in this world now where we need to wear the exact shoe that professional and athletes are wearing?
That's kind of a big thing.
I'm 6 foot. Yeah. Like I'm 6.
Yeah.
175. If I put a LeBron on, it is not going to do that for me.
I don't even actually know if the Zoom X is a athlete shoe or if it's a fashion shoe. I don't actually officially know what it is.
It
so
better
for those
be
who
functionality.
Those who don't know, it looks like the one that's like a door stopper with an upper on top of it.
That's the best way to describe it.
There's little cores out in the door stopper where you can see material underneath, but they're so hideous.
I don't even.
Function is.
Yeah, I don't. And this is honestly, I haven't even read about the shoe. I was scrolling through sneaker news like I do all the time, and I just saw this shoe and I was like, I don't want to. I don't even.
Threw up in
care.
your mouth a little bit.
Yeah, I just kept going.
That's what I would do. Every time I've seen it in public, I'm like, no, not it, kid.
I'm honestly gonna look at people different if I see them wearing it. I'm gonna be like, you bought those with your own money?
Ooh, you hope you didn't pay retail.
Yeah. I hope someone gave those to you.
I mean, around here, you're likely to find people who will wear them because, like, we're at the headquarters of Nike and things like that. But I mean, still, like, I will judge people who wear them. I will judge Nike.
Whoever designed that shoe, come on our show because I need to know.
Gotta know what the inspiration is.
I gotta know.
Come on the show. You get a chance to explain yourself. We'll give you 10 minutes of uninterrupted airtime to tell us what you were thinking.
Go for it. So. We've talked a lot about Nike.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about Nike.
Let's get a little into the 3-stripe life, huh?
3-stripe life. Is Boost still live?
Yeah, that's all Nike. That's all Adidas has over Nike is Boost.
And they don't even have it anymore because it's not proprietary anymore.
Yep.
The name is still owned, but the material. I mean, fuck, you can find the material in Skechers now.
Yeah, but it's still.
They still do it better.
Yeah.
They do it better.
So, but anyway, so new Yeezy launched this last weekend. How do we?
What was the colorway?
What was that colorway? I want to say.
Was it the brown one?
Yeah.
Well, hell, that's
no. It was the one with the red. It was like wasn't it?
Oh, it was the Desert Sage. It had that like bright orangish reddish inside.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm over it.
I was questioning why you were asking me which colorway dropped because you don't like any of the new colorways except for the super dark one.
The Cinder. Well, I'm a big fan of dark shoes, so I like the taillight colorway, the one that was released in Europe that was like gray upper with just this little streak of color on the back. I dug that. I thought that was pretty slick looking.
What are you thinking of the new Yeezys though? I personally I have the Zebra 350s.
Yeah.
I love them. Super comfortable. I feel like it's the most popular 350 colorway. Everyone knows them.
Well, it's the only one that in the what's it called? The triple black one. Those are the only two that they've restocked of the 350.
So they're out there.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
I don't feel special for owning them. I like it though.
But you feel cool when you wear them.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
But the new ones look a lot different in.
They're doing some stuff.
But it still has that basic look.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Kanye's got to be a bitch to work with.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to think it's not even him.
Have you seen the Yeezy slide, dog?
The Yeezy slide is fucking hot garbage.
There's no way anyone but him made that.
Hot garbage.
Are you kidding me?
That shoe needs to be set on fire.
Yo,
like it's a $400 crock. Come on, cut me a break.
Kanye walked into a room and someone was like, "Do we really gotta listen to this guy?"
Dude, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of innovation, and I can appreciate style and things like that.
And especially
this is none of those things.
Yeah, doing something new never hurts.
The coolest slide that Adidas has put out in a while was they put out the Boost slides that were just all Boost.
I'm sorry, I've never seen a slide and been like, "That's cool."
Dude, it is an all Boost slide. I bet that thing is comfy as hell.
My cousin has it.
Dude, I bet those are nice.
So I used to my cousin, who we'll probably have on one of our shows.
Yeah.
Also big sneaker guy, and he got those.
He got the Boost slides?
Yeah, I've seen them actually in person. I'm sure they're comfy.
I got an email saying that they had them, but I went on vacation down to St. Thomas. I was in the islands, and I got this email, but I didn't get it for like 9 hours. So when my phone updated and I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, let's go get it!" And I went there, and it was already sold out. I was like, "Oh fuck, that sucks."
Yeah,
they restock every now and then, but I always seem to miss it.
Yeah. So slides by Adidas. I mean, I want to step aside and just honestly say that this coronavirus is really dampening news because a lot of people are more focused on. If we were talking about sneaker news right now, what's new, we should honestly be talking about how Nike is closing.
Nike's closing all their stores.
All their stores for 2 weeks.
Yeah, shutting down.
Period.
Yeah. Sending all their. Originally, it was just gonna be their campus employees. I have a bunch of friends who work at campus, and they all got roped in and told, "Hey, if you can work from home, work from home." And then all the retail employees were pissed off about it. Like, we still got to work, but all campus people can go home. And then next thing you know, today they announced, boom.
Especially when the campus employees are. What I think is funny is the campus employees are the ones that aren't really coming in contact with a lot of people. They're around a lot of people because it's on campus, but not retail.
Yeah.
So now they've done that. Adidas is going to do it. I don't know if Under Armour and Puma. I don't really know a lot of Under Armour and Puma.
Adidas's campus is already closed, and they shut down one.
I'm talking about their retail stores.
Yeah, I think they'll all do it.
I think they'll all do it.
I think everything's going to end up closing for a little period of time. Yeah,
we're
about to hit a real rough period in retail.
Dude, we live in a society, though, where everyone follows suit.
Yeah.
So let's look at sports. Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, Rudy.
Rudy. He
You called him Rudy Gay like 3 times.
I've called him Rudy Gay a lot. Yeah.
I feel it.
I'm taking Rudy Gay. I'm taking Rudy Gay on my team over Gobert in their prime. I'm sorry.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Dude, there's 1,000 other
Rudy
centers
Gay
I'll
used
take.
to dominate the game. He's still a good role player.
There's 1,000 other centers I would take over Rudy Gobert.
You know, he cried because he didn't make the All-Star team.
That's immediately what I was thinking about.
I was like,
if I pull you out, are you gonna cry a little bit?
So on all of that, Rudy Gay gets coronavirus, and then the NBA shuts down.
Yeah.
NHL shuts down.
No more
the
hockey.
WHL shuts down. I mean, the XFL has 3 games, and they're like, "Yeah, we're done."
Did they only play 3? I don't know how many.
I think it was like week 3. I think they were.
It wasn't very many. That's for sure. It was less than half their season.
College shuts down everything.
Everything.
They shut down not only the tournament, but the
all the upcoming sports.
All of the upcoming sports.
Yeah.
And we talked about this earlier today, but they added that year eligibility back for spring athletes, which was nice.
The winter athletes are still trying to get theirs.
Back to kind of what I started talking about, though, is like the Rudy Gobert thing happened, and everybody else followed suit. And also, I stuttered on Gobert because I thought I was saying the wrong last name.
You thought you were going to say Rudy Gay?
Yeah, and so that's why that happened. A stutter will happen once on a show.
Hey,
I get going.
It's appropriate.
But it's just, I see Adidas following suit.
Yeah.
I kind of just see our world kind of maybe shutting down for a couple weeks, which
it's about to be real tough.
If I'm being honest with you, it's going to be tough, but it's just going to be a bunch of people at home watching Netflix. In today's world,
Netflix stock is through the fucking roof.
Yeah. And what we're going to end up seeing too is just a lot of people just Amazon priming stuff to their house.
If you
Amazon Now.
If Amazon Prime doesn't shut down their their distribution centers.
Yeah,
that's still a couple thousand people that deliver the packages.
We'll see what ends up happening, but as far as sneakers go, I think that people are just going to stop. But
we were originally going to talk about sneakers, but I guess we're just going to talk about the end of the world.
Yeah, let's just talk about
it's the end of the world podcast.
What are we doing on our last day?
I'm grabbing my sneakers.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the sneakers.
And I guess their wife too. I'll take her with me.
Don't let her listen to this podcast.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
Hey babe, don't listen to episode 1. Everything else is up.
Episode 2 is great. 1 maybe pass.
We're not launching it. There was something weird with the upload. So I think the next weird launch that I see coming up for Adidas though is on the 5th of April. They're doing a 4D Ultra Boost. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen the 4Ds. I've actually put them on my feet once at a Foot Locker.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they were weird.
There's a new colorway coming out on the 5th, and the only reason why I'm talking about the shoe is because I saw the new colorway, and then I saw the shoe, and I was like, whoa.
I just don't think they're that special. I mean, it's a real cool concept for $220 or whatever, $200.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure what they are. It ain't worth it. Ultra Boost is very comfy. This thing, you're paying for the gimmick. It's like when people pay $350 for auto lacing basketball shoes.
Aren't they $250?
No,
the new ones.
Oh,
I thought the new ones were $250.
I thought they're all $350.
I
know that the
first
ones
are more expensive.
One was $350. I know that the first the Hyper Adapt one, so the first lifestyle one,
like
that was it was like $750 or.
They're like, yeah, let's take everyone's money.
Yeah, and then the BB one, I thought they were still $350, but I mean,
I'm honestly pretty sure they're cheaper, but regardless,
that's still expensive.
The gimmick is
you're paying for this concept, this novel idea, but that's really it. You're not doing anything crazy or anything different or anything better. And these shoes, and like I said, I tried them on a walk around Foot Locker. They definitely feel worse than an Ultra Boost. They feel stiffer. They don't feel as comfy and things like that. But guess what? You're wearing some 4D printed shoes. That's baller.
And you paid that much money for them.
That's a baller move, man.
So speaking about paying a lot of money, though.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know about that. I was going to want to talk to you about this today. So it comes with shoes. Something that I feel like I have a little bit more expertise in is streetwear.
You got more expertise than me in streetwear?
I think so.
In
today's streetwear.
Shots fired.
In today's streetwear, what?
I got it in the thousands streetwear. I could tell you all about like FUBU and Fat Albert clothing and shit like that. Dude, I wore the shit out of that stuff.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah.
Echo. Oh,
Echo Unlimited.
Echo now is like a really high-end brand. Oh, it's in Ross. That's the opposite of the way I went.
Echo is great. I'm like, no, it's in Ross too.
I still find them in Ross, but the Ross is still getting the shit from the early thousands.
they're like, yo, let's get that.
Can we sell this goddamn shirt with the big rhino on it for once, please?
It's got that. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, so what you got?
So, Supreme's doing another North Face launch.
Oh,
and it comes out the 14th.
What are they doing?
It's just another
jacket.
There's like I think they're doing pretty much the same articles.
Oh.
That they did.
Okay.
It might be something new. I didn't scroll through the whole thing, the whole Supreme site. The one thing I did notice though is that they're doing another launch. I'm looking at I'm on my phone right now, and I'm kind of looking at what they got. The new collection for spring 2020 consists of an RTG jacket plus vest, a fleece jacket, a turtleneck, a tee, a backpack, a utility pouch, a baklava, and a fleece glove.
Huh.
The jacket and vest features a waterproof, fully sealed Gore-Tex nylon jacket with a removable, waterproof, and hydration-compatible Gore-Tex nylon utility vest.
Huh.
So that one's more up the North Face alley. Then you got like the backpack. It has a removable front compartment.
Weird.
Backpacks, convertible backpack straps. So
Yeah.
it's another North Face Supreme line. None of these articles of clothing have. I would say that this one, the baklava, couldn't have come at a better time. Someone's gonna want to buy that and be like, yeah Corona.
So I can
So
wear that to protect my face from disease.
this line looks pretty similar to the last line, though. Different, like obviously different colorways. Looks a little different, but
Yeah.
same concept. Now I gotta ask you this. Now I like this. I like North Face stuff.
Yeah.
Living in the PNW, I feel like I am like obligated to love it.
That's pretty fair.
I like this hype line specifically because of how basic it is. A lot of the hype stuff I don't like is how complex it is, and I feel like I can't even. I'm like, what am I gonna wear with like those off-whites that are like wild and So I do like this. However, way too much money.
Well, I mean that's
way
the
too
problem with Supreme is like, I mean, you can like what you like, and that's great and that's cool. I mean, they make some really cool stuff, like some stuff that I'd like. But like I remember, so it was like last year they released a Fender guitar.
Oh,
it was
I
either
remember
last year or 2
me.
years ago. But it was an all-white guitar that said Supreme on it, real basic. The base model that they used wasn't anything special. They used a pretty cheap Fender guitar,
Which
and then
already
charged you like $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever the fuck it was for it. And it's like, all right, so if you want this to play guitar, you an idiot.
Yeah.
If you want this because it says Supreme, you also an idiot, but for a different reason, because you about to spend $1,000 for a label. All right. Now, if you got it like that, more power to you. Go out and do what you got to do. You know, if that is nothing to you, then that's nothing to you. But to most people, that's a ridiculous notion. But then again, you know, Supreme isn't catering to most people. They're catering to a few of them, and they're trying to take what little lunch money some kids save up.
And I will piggyback on your ridiculous comment. I remember seeing this drop. Don't ask me when, because I don't remember.
Fair enough.
Supreme launched a gold-trimmed ceramic ashtray.
But fucking why?
Guess how much it's on StockX for right now? $105.
For an ashtray?
For an ashtray.
A place where you're going to put the butt of your cigarette when you're done with it?
Yep.
Come on.
And I eventually, guys, we're going to be on
it
video
real gold?
so you can make fun of how we look. And,
yeah. You'll see our asses soon.
So I wish I could show you guys this, but I'm going to show Parker over here what this ashtray looks like, just because
it better be real fucking gold.
Honestly, it better be. But
it's probably not.
It's pulling it up on the.
I mean, it could be. I mean, they do some wild shit.
That's it.
It's
describe it.
It's a bowl.
It's literally
a
bowl.
It looks like the kind of saucer that cat milk goes in.
Yep.
Or milk that for cats. Like, it's just a little white bowl with gold accents.
It's ceramic on the bottom.
Somebody's grandmother has that.
It says in very small in the basic, block Supreme logo
Supreme block,
in the middle. Gold around the outside, and it has little notches over the top to like ash your.
Yeah, where you can set your cigarette in, so that way it doesn't burn all the way up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And when did that release? Does it say on there? If you scroll down a little bit, it might say. It'll say like a
release date. 2017 in August.
That's wild.
August of 2017, and the retail for it was $34.
See, that's actually not unreasonable. The retail is not unreasonable. The resale is unreasonable.
Exactly. There's a Supreme ceramic ashtray that's white that's going for $200 right here.
Wonder what its retail
and
is.
its retail doesn't say.
No, that's a bummer. Sometimes StockX will tell you.
Yeah, but regardless,
The hype is keeping the brand alive.
I mainly brought up Supreme just to
hype.
talk about the hype and also to kind of talk about
the upcoming collection.
Kind of get that going because there's not a lot of sneaker out, and I kind of want to talk about maybe that. I want to get away from sneakers just for a sec.
Word.
Talk about in general, what do you think this, COVID-19, everyone at home probably is going to be like, why are we talking about this? This is, it's been talked about. The one thing I want to talk about
opinions about
as far as the sneaker world, and we kind of talked about what it is, but do you think because of this, we're going to see less sneakers coming up? Because it's going to have ramifications on people having money, production.
Going to have an impact down the stretch, like in
so
a few years.
Maybe like some Black Friday shoes that were supposed to launch might not have as big of runs.
Well, I know that they were pushing back Nike's pushed back a couple launches recently. Like 3 or 4 shoes got pushed back, including the Jordan 6 DMPs they were supposed to release. They got pushed back. I can almost guarantee you it's all related to production issues, or maybe they did a first run, they found quality issues and had to redo it. But now with this whole thing, maybe they're labor poor or something like that. I don't know. I definitely think it's gonna have an impact next year.
Oh, exactly.
Next season,
we won't see it
because they're already like like I guess I know guys who work at Nike. I know that some of this cool stuff that people want is sitting in a distribution warehouse like in Memphis, just sitting there. Shoes that aren't releasing until the end of this year are just sitting there waiting to get shipped out. So those shoes are already made. So we could probably make it through a full year without too many issues. The only time they really hit production issues is when they have to take a sneaker back and fix something. Fix something that they screwed up on.
But this is something we've kind of gone into uncharted territory for. I think the last time we might maybe relate to this is in 2008 when the economy kind of
there was a whole bunch of big delays and stuff back then too. Yeah,
sneaker world now is a lot different than 12 years ago.
A lot faster.
You get things a lot quicker. You know a lot more about them. So, fuck, man. I think these sneakers, these sneakerheads, I should say, that are looking outwardly because Nike, Adidas, launch calendars come out.
Yeah.
People set their own launch calendars.
Right.
I don't think those are going to stay true.
I can see some adjustment.
It's more for like October through December. And I'm more about runs.
Well, I don't think that's going to mess with the main shoe in December. I don't know what it is yet, or at least I haven't been paying attention. I haven't seen what it is. There's always a Jordan that releases in December, usually an 11. It's usually right around Christmas or something like that. That shoe is, or maybe it's right around Thanksgiving, but either way, right in that time frame. That shoe is still going to be fine.
Yeah, but what about
there's going to be smaller launches that are impacted by this stuff.
What about all of the signature athlete shoes that are supposed to come out next year?
That I don't know.
What about the production of NFL jerseys for next season?
That I don't know about. I mean, if we have to pivot and somebody gets traded to a new team, how easy are we going to get these jerseys? Yeah,
even on like a very small scale.
Yeah,
are stores like Supreme going to make it through this?
Storefronts? No.
Kids.
Well,
because
those
mom and pop restaurants have actually claimed bankruptcy.
Yeah, there are people that are struggling from this whole thing, and do I think stores like Supreme and Kith are going to make it? Maybe.
I think they
have
will.
Such huge margins, and they're backed by people with a lot of money already. Yep. So they've got sponsorships, they've got athletes who are going to bail them out. I mean, do you think that the celebrity community culture is going to let Supreme go under? I don't think so. It'll keep them alive. They'll be good.
Yeah, but at the same time, dude, like
there are a lot of upstarts though that are going to go under. A lot of upstarting brands that are not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple friends who are what's called. They have like t-shirt businesses and they're trying to start their own brands and things like that.
Start a podcast?
Trying to start a podcast? They might not make it. Like their business might not make it because right now nobody wants to touch their product. Like
exactly.
No one wants to spread germs and stuff like that. And we'll see how long all this crap lasts. Because if it only lasts a couple of weeks, I think people will be fine. Most people will be fine. Most brands will be fine. But if it lasts a month, a full 30 days from like this point, good God, that's a lot of lost revenue, man.
And breaking news as of a couple hours ago, looks like the NBA is almost coming out. No official things have been said.
Not officially.
But Bleacher Report did come out today and say that the NBA, we could expect to even have to wait till June.
June.
And G League might be
they'll be
done.
playing their finals in July and maybe August.
Yep.
Jeez.
And by those statements made, and I know it's preliminary statements and no official statement's been made, but it sounds like they're just going to be like, yeah, let's just pick up where we were.
I think what they need to do is they need to go back to help with this process. They need to go back to the old method of playoffs in the NBA, which is where you'd have a 7-game series. You'd play Sunday and Monday. You'd fly on Tuesday. You'd play Wednesday and Thursday.
Wow.
You'd fly on Friday.
Yeah, good luck, Pat.
You'd play Saturday. You fly on Sunday. You play Monday. You fly on Tuesday. You play Wednesday. So within 10 days, a whole series is done.
You realize LeBron's a 1 seed right now, right?
Yeah, I realize LeBron's going to say, not doing it.
I need a day.
And the league's going to go, yeah, you're right. That's a good idea.
Oh, this guy.
No, LeBron don't want it? Yeah, okay.
But so this is obviously impacting the NBA. The NFL seems to, everyone's joking around that they're winning the coronavirus.
Yeah, they're coming out of this on top.
I would argue that they're not.
I would argue that they have the ability to watch.
They have the ability to watch. However, people aren't thinking about the draft that's coming up.
They don't have to do the draft, people.
Yeah, but that's still but they still have ticket sales to the draft.
Is the draft ticketed, or is it like a thing that you apply to get a ticket and then you just go? I don't actually know if it's a ticket. I don't know where you buy tickets to the draft. I know you can go to it, but I know it's like capped on how many people can go and things like that. They're canceling basketball games. Of course, they can cancel another event.
They could do the draft. They're
literally just gonna do a draft in a closed room with 32 representatives from each team and Roger Goodell, and that's it.
Yep.
And they're gonna call people and be like, "Hey, we're gonna take you with number 1. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna take you with number 2. Cool."
And so the NFL is still being kind of hurt by it, and
it could be impacted.
And also, like, rookie camps will start soon.
Rookie camps, those could be hit big, especially like the first one after the draft. Man,
rookie camps could be hit. We as a collective world really don't know what's next.
Yeah,
and
a lot of patience right now.
And I don't really think it's gonna be crazy. People are getting sick. It's unfortunate for the people who have lost their lives to what's going on.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But, it's one of these new things, and if I was to give advice, wash your hands and don't be dumb.
People, don't be fucking dumb.
Yeah, why do we have to get the coronavirus for then us to be like, oh shit, I gotta wash my hands too?
I feel like telling people not to be dumb is something people have been doing for hundreds of years.
Yep.
And people still be dumb sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, still be dumb.
And the problem is that this is the kind of scenario where one dumb person affects 100 or 99 good people. 99 people who do it right can get screwed over by one dumb person. One dumb person doesn't wash their hands, maybe contracts it, maybe goes somewhere that they shouldn't go, and they can affect 99 other people. I don't know. I think people just need to sit back and kind of embrace this storm as it's coming in, see what happens, and roll on with it.
And wash your damn hands.
And wash your damn hands. Soap, water, 20 minutes. Not super hot water because you don't want to hurt your skin. That opens up the pores. That allows things to get inside. Warm water.
Exactly.
My wife's a doctor in training. She told me that.
She told you that?
She told me that.
Dude,
I saw her having a doctor in training as a wife during this time. Yes.
Wild.
It's great. Like, I am on the front edge of like knowing what the hell is going on because it's like, so Cassie, what's going on with this? She's like, oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you about how this works.
So, a little random. We'll get off topic a little bit. So, for people that don't know, I actually work for a family business.
Yeah.
I clean pools in Oregon. And, don't ask. And,
don't comment on it.
We actually service this one, actually, not just one. We service a couple retired community pools.
Yeah, elderly folks' homes.
And I actually haven't told you this, but I was servicing the indoor one that you have seen.
Yeah, I've been there.
And I walked in to actually just check the equipment. I had been there the day before, and there was a older person in the pool, retired community, of course.
Yeah.
And when I walked into the for people listening at home, just picture walking into a indoor pool area, and then off to the left is the equipment room.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah.
I was going to the equipment room, and by the time I got to the equipment room, the elderly person had seen me and left the building.
It's like, uh-oh, these damn youngsters.
And I was kind of like, it just showed me how like real this is.
Yeah,
and how
it's scary to people.
For people that are older, it's scarier.
Yeah.
And it just really made me realize it's just be responsible. Don't
easier.
Don't high five, shake people's hands right now. Just
be cool.
Just give them the old head nod, or whatever.
I saw somebody.
Tweet at
I saw somebody I knew yesterday while I was out walking the dog. And they said, "Hey, Parker, what's up?" And they went in for the handshake, and I just threw out the elbow, and we just bumped elbows instead.
Yep.
But like at first, I could tell he was like, "Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be touching people's hands."
Yeah,
right now.
it's habit. I get it.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be mad at you for it, but if you keep trying to like give me handshakes or you like run up and hug me, like I'm gonna be a little pissed.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Can I get some space, bro?
And for all you young players out there, don't be kissing anyone in the clubs.
No kissing girls in the clubs. As a matter of fact, the club is closed,
Or
so
boys.
go home.
Yeah, the club's closed. Yeah,
Club
you can't even go.
Club is closed.
Yeah, the club's closed.
Go home.
Hey,
Go
we
watch
should start
some
our own
Netflix.
bar. You know what we should call it?
Puzzles.
Puzzles.
Why is it called that? That's the
puzzle. Love it. Classic reference. All right, we're getting a little cockeyed. Parker, where can they find you?
You can find me at a whole bunch of different places, but mostly this week I'll be setting us up a Twitter and a YouTube, which is where all this stuff's going to be uploaded. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to give us a Facebook page yet, but you'll be able to look down below and find all this information in our description. I'm going to put it all right in there, so you'll be able to link right over to our Twitter account, and I'll also put our email address in there so you can send us emails directly. Like I said, I don't have it all quite yet, but I'm going to have it all ready for you guys soon. By the next show, I'll be spitting this last little bit. I'll have it down and ready. I started to make us one, but I ran into an error, so I had to stop, and that's where we are now. But it'll all be below by the time this video gets posted, which should be, we're going to post our videos on what, Monday or Tuesday? We haven't really decided that.
We'll probably do it, Monday.
Mondays?
Monday morning.
That's what I'm thinking, early beginning of the week.
This one will probably come out on Tuesday, just while we're working out through some editing
Yeah.
things that could come out. We're not going to set a Monday. Obviously, you don't know this because
Yeah.
when you're listening to this, you'll have already heard it.
Yeah, by this point, we will have solved all the problems. Y'all won't even know.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome. We did the work.
But yeah, we'll this one will come out on a Tuesday just in case we run into an error. But
Yeah.
Probably Mondays.
Mondays for
We'll
most of
get
them. That's
it
what I'm
edited
thinking.
and then-
It's a good day. Start your week off.
Yeah, start
Listen
your
to
week
it. You know, maybe you'll find a take that you want. You can brood about it all week. Send us an email on Friday, and maybe we'll get it in the next show.
Exactly. But you can find me on all social media platforms at AJ_Wilson24.
Dude, you're bold giving out your personal.
Hey,
you want the people to get to you?
I want the people to get to me.
All right, well, y'all get to AJ, and he'll tell me.
Hey, I will. The main reason why I'm saying that is because I'll post all the podcast information on like my Twitter. I'll tweet the podcast out, and you can just find it there. I retweet a lot of sports and sneaker stuff, so if you want some information on that, you can scroll through my Twitter feed. It's really boring.
Scroll through my Twitter feed.
But Parker's gonna have the shows, everything ready next week, and we'll have it for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get it all uploaded, and we appreciate everyone who's listening out there, and keep listening each week.
Hey, wash your damn hands.
Wash your damn hands.